which are actually really nice. They don't taste like cardboard like some of the others. Yeah, fine. Anything rye instead of wheat is great. Anything oats instead of wheat is great. So oat cakes.
They're nice.
What do I have today? They're not. They're like cheesy oat cakes, like little biscuits. But it does take it. Rice cakes. Things like rice cakes are quite high in starch, but still, at the moment, they're a much better alternative to bread. For anyone.
No, I mean it's for a carb.
Yeah, it's a carbohydrate, yeah.
Oh yes, absolutely. Sorry, yeah. So anything like carbs will be anything like your grains. So rice and potatoes is great. Pasta and bread not quite so good. People have toasted breakfast sandwich for lunch, pasta for dinner, then sorry. What was I saying before Martin left? Depends how seriously you want to take this nutrition side. In an ideal world, you want to go totally back to basics. So if you think years and years ago, the types of food you could have got, so it would be meat, some dairy, sort of fruit, nuts.
Where's vegetables and that coming in?
Carbs. Vegetables and fruit are all carbs.
So I'm going to have one portion of vegetables and then...
Yeah, or you could have 6 yeah, you would have.
I'm going to have a massive bit of snack.
Yeah.
If you're a protein type, the way that Alan's going, yes, it's definitely a protein type because it's what his body wants. It's what his body wants. And because he's a fast oxidizer, he metabolizes food quickly. Yeah, but not. You don't want to eat like fry. You don't want to fry. You can cook your steak in butter or grill it. You still want to try and be healthy. But you want to get rid of all your processed food. So anything that comes in a box. I listened to a guy that we worked with on Saturday, and he said, if you look at the back of a box and there's something you don't know what it is, then why are you eating it? And it's a really good point. They're all like stabilisers, colourings, E numbers. You don't want that. Anything that's got it has to go in a microwave or something's been processed 4 or 5 times before it goes into your mouth, then it isn't food. You're not eating food. You're eating, I don't know what. I dread to think what. But back to basics, really back to basics. So meat, dairy, fish, vegetables, fruit, nuts, any fruit. You've got on your food chart fruits and vegetables that suit your different types. If you're a mixed type, you can eat from both charts. You can have the lower fat meat and the higher fat meat. And there's a lot of protein types that are normally good with high starch, which is why I think you're a protein type. People of protein types often have, and that don't have enough protein, often have dry skin, and you want to get dry skin. So you don't have enough essential fatty acids in your diet. About week 4, I talk about why fat's important. And everybody's told you shouldn't have fat in your diet. And fat is actually the essential fatty acids, your omega-3s and your omega-6s, are actually vital for your health. They actually keep your metabolism running quickly. So all these low-fat options where they cut the fat and put sugar in instead are really bad.
If I eat nuts.
Yeah, maybe even fish you need to eat more of. I don't know whether you've got dry skin or, but people have eczema and psoriasis. I've had people, probably somebody I treated 3 years ago that had really bad eczema of the body. After 8 weeks it had gone, and she'd had it all her life. And all it was her nutrition.
Do people on a high protein diet have to worry about their cholesterol?
Because you're a fast oxidizer, no.
So it won't raise your cholesterol?
No. It should balance it. Are you a protein?
No, I'm mixed.
Okay.
But I suppose I tend towards protein more than carbs.
Okay. So I will look through your questionnaires next week because there might be some questions that you've answered that to me it's glaringly obvious that you're one type rather than another. So the dry skin, if you answer the dry skin question, you might not be a protein type, you might just not have enough protein at all. Has anyone got any questions? Is everyone happy to at least go away from tomorrow and try? Yep.
On this chapter, we've got the protein starts and then we've got the oils and fats. Sure.
Okay, your oils and fats really they sit separately, but if you're doing, really this part would be about 50% protein and about 25% fat. But fat, you'll get the fats you need from the protein, so you don't need to worry about that. But the one thing you mustn't do as protein or mixed types is ever eat carbs on their own. Because if you eat carbs on your own, your body can't metabolize it. So if you eat a piece of fruit on its own, don't do that anymore. You need to have a handful of nuts with it, or like a little matchbox of cheese or something like that with it. So mixed type snacks. So what you want to be doing is having you want breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. You might find that a lot of you might find you eat more than you've been eating before. And you've actually just been starving yourself for the last so many years, and that's actually why you put weight on. You might be surprised. Really important, you don't go longer than about 4 to 5 hours without anything. So your body likes it's like a clock, just wants to keep ticking. If you go for a long period without food.
So what would you suggest making for breakfast for a mixed type?
Porridge? You like porridge?
Yeah.
I love porridge. It's all on protein type. I eat it. No? Yeah, porridge. Okay. Eggs and tomatoes. Have two. I've got so used to not eating bread. It's very. Ham and eggs? Yes. That's protein. It's all protein though. You'd need tomatoes, mushrooms, something like that. Breakfast.
I just have fruit and yogurt and fish seeds.
What type are you? Mixed.
So I have a piece of ham.
Yeah, you might find you just need to just tilt your balance to protein slightly more. But honestly, God, has anyone had any interesting food mood charting this week? Where you've written down what you've eaten and noticed you felt good or bad or indifferent?
No, but after doing this questionnaire, I noticed that when I'm angry, I do go straight to the fridge. I noticed that because I've been really cross with my daughter this week, and literally every time I've had a row with her, I've noticed that I've gone and picked.
I think Michael.
Yeah.
Just last thing before we go, the most important thing is your water intake. Whatever I've told you, you should all be trying, which I know you all have, increasing it. From now, you drink what I've told you to drink from those charts. Because some people cannot lose weight because you're dehydrated. That's simple one reason, because you're dehydrated. So if I've told you to drink 2 litres, 3 litres, 4 litres, whatever you've been told, you have to drink that from now. It's the most important thing you can do, is drink that water. Absolutely. Has anyone got any questions? All I want you to be is happy to leave today and try your breakfast, lunch, dinner with your snacks. It's obviously going to be a big change for some people, and write your food diaries and email them through to myself and Toby. Feedback to every now. I've been getting daily emails from Lisa and Martin. Most of them.
Do you just write down what I've eaten that day then?
Yes.
You want to know every day what we've eaten?
Yeah, or every other
That's
day.
how we've done.
Because what I can't do is if, say if you were doing something every day this week that to me is glaringly obvious it's wrong, by next week it's a bit too late. Yeah, to find out.
Okay.
But yeah, really importantly, email. I like it. I'll go home and flip my laptop on and start. Oh no, what are you doing? Change that.
I've been eating protein, but when I was
How many are you? What were your B's and C's? Oh, next week Wednesday. Should we have a vote? You happy for us to vote? Or you don't want to make it? It's not Monday. It's the week after. Monday. Right. 28th is Monday. That's normal next week. So we're doing class next week at 7 again. So meet at 7 and then we're here 8 till 9 again. Yeah, slightly sway towards protein. Do protein for the week, see how you feel. Your protein. Because your body's telling you it wants that. That's another thing, is listen to your body, it's really important. If your body wants that, if you're craving for something, it's very different. If you're craving for sugar,